Today, I'm learning about marginal improvements for the educator. I haven't mentioned it in a few days, but I am drinking Peet's Arabian Mocha Java, which is a wonderfully full body, bold coffee that has some chocolatey and smoky notes in there. It's delicious and I love it, and I'm going to keep drinking it until this thing's empty over here. Peet's makes some great coffee, by the way. One of the benefits of vlogging that I hadn't really thought about until it started to hit me this morning. By forcing myself to do a daily vlog, I'm forcing myself to reflect on my practice even on days when there's nothing that really sticks out. And that's a really awesome challenge that I didn't consider from doing this vlog. As I was trying to think about yesterday, I was just thinking, man, yesterday was kind of a blur. I was really tired, but I kind of felt like I brought an okay energy. I feel like kids were pretty well behaved. I feel like the lessons all went fairly well. I mean, there were a couple things like, that maybe I needed to improve in flexibility because we didn't get as far as we wanted to, and so we could talk about adjusting on the fly, things like that. And we'll probably talk about that at some point. But something that stuck out to me as I really just sat there and tried to really think about what is it that made yesterday either successful or unsuccessful, because that's what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to figure out what are those things that I'm doing right, I want to keep doing those, or I want to improve on those and do them better. And then what are those things I'm not doing right that I could get better at? And I thought of some marginal improvements that I want to just remind myself to do. I'm a verbal processor. This is how I do it. Welcome to the vlog. I hope that works for you. There are some external effects in your practice. There's some external things that you can do that will affect your practice. And I've been doing a few of those, and I'm trying to get even better at doing those. So I have a couple things that I feel like I've been doing well that I want to keep doing and really keep that encouragement high for myself to keep doing that. And then I also have a couple things that I want to improve on and do better. So let's talk about the ones I feel like I am doing so far. Something I'm doing already is calendars. I started doing this last year. In fact, I did a video on it where I scheduled literally everything. I still find that really valuable and helpful for my life. So I've been scheduling all of my classes and putting them on my digital calendar, and so that I can see the blocks. It makes it a lot easier for me when I have something come up that I need to do to know exactly where I can slot that in and just have a visual that helps me to be able to see it, have a visual reference for blocks of time that are available or not available. The second thing that I've been doing a lot of is setting alarms prior to class. Like a 5-minute alarm is what I've been doing this year prior to class. When kids are in the building, I'm setting alarms that are at the end of class that are like a 5-minute warning before the bell rings on my watch, so that I'm just getting a little buzz to remind myself, hey, lesson closure time, that sort of thing. Some things that I'd like to do better though. One, scheduling walks. I've done this over the course of my career a handful of times where I've really taken the time to actually schedule some walks. But today I really want to take some time and look at my calendar, look at some of those blocks of time, and then schedule just some walks around the building. We have terrible fires going on right now, so I probably wouldn't, but we could walk on the track outdoors as well if the temperature wasn't 99 degrees and there were fires. But I think it'd be good maybe just 3 times a day to go back to just going for a walk, getting my blood pumping, getting oxygen going to my brain, and intaking some of that breath. I also feel like breathing, while we're on the topic, before class is something that I want to get back into doing. Just a couple minutes of deep breaths to help, just refuel, get ready, calm down, lower stress, lower blood pressure, all of those things. I've been listening to James Nestor about his book called Breathe, and his book is all about all of the science behind breathing in your nostrils and what that does by breathing in your nostrils. All these benefits that come just from breathing in your nostrils. Not even to mention mindfulness or any of those things, but just simply breathing in your nose has a bunch of different benefits and knock-on effects down the line. So That's something I want to make sure I'm doing as well. Breathing, going for some daily walks during the day just to kind of break up the day a little bit and get some oxygen and some blood flowing. And then breathing before each class for a couple minutes just to center myself and get ready for the next group of students, prepare myself for that. And then finally, something that I do that I think I want to keep doing and maybe improve a little bit on. Yesterday, I could have done better at my preparation of materials beforehand. I noticed during one of my classes I was talking about 3D design and 3D printing, and I realized I had a box over here on this side of the room that has all of my 3D printed materials that I can show for examples, and I had to walk out of the frame of the video for online teaching to go grab the box and bring it back over, and that just wasn't an ideal situation, and I should have prepared that ahead of time. And then I also feel like preparing digital resources on my computer. I always do that, but maybe I could have spent a little more time kind of logging into my Nearpod account and looking through the slides and kind of planning what materials I might want to supplement during class to help students understand the concepts that I'm teaching. So, my takeaways for today for me is I want to schedule some walks. I'm going to do that in a few minutes here. I want to intentionally take those 5-minute alarms as a reminder to take some time just to take some deep breaths and get ready for class. And then I also want to make sure that I'm prepping my calendars, prepping my alarms, and prepping my materials beforehand. That's my encouragement for myself today. I hope that you find that encouraging to you as well. And have a great day of teaching.